Gentlemen, we are heading on a golden circle, stopping at 4 places. We will now drive for about an hour and a half until we get to the first stop, which is a greenhouse called Friðheimar. At the greenhouse we enjoy a lecture about how things are done in that place and the history of the farm and so on. And after Friðheimar we go to Geysir. Geysir is pronounced either Geysir or Geyser in English, depending on where you come from. At Geysir we have the longest stop, 1.5 hours, so you get to grab something to eat also at Geysir if you want. And from Geysir we go to Gullfoss, the golden waterfall. Enjoy the sight of the waterfall, and if you're still hungry, you can get something to eat also. It is a shorter stop than at Geysir. And from there we head to Þingvellir National Park, where our parliament was established in 930. It's also where you see boundaries of tectonic plates. Iceland is sliding apart. There are two tectonic plates here sliding apart, the North American plate and the Eurasian plate. And we will drive off the North American plate, which we are driving on as we speak, in a little while. Then we will stay on the Eurasian tectonic plate for quite some time. And when we get to Þingvellir, we will drive off the Eurasian tectonic plate again, and that's quite easy to see where that one ends. And we cross a rift valley, and then we head on to the North American tectonic plate again. Clusters of houses here and there, both inland and by the coast, are classified as towns. There are around 130,000 people living in Reykjavík. The total population of this 103,000 square kilometer island is around 394,000. 2/3 of the nation live here in the Reykjavík area. Reykjavík means Smoky Bay. When the settlers, the Vikings, arrived from Norway, they were not familiar with hot water in the ground. When they were sailing along the south shore and trying to decide where to settle, they thought they were looking at steam, at smoke from a distance, not steam. But when they found out it was steam and not smoke, they still kept talking about reykur. Reykur meaning smoke. We have Smoky River, Smoky Valley, Smoky Spring, Smoky Bay, Smoky Mountain. We have all kinds of smoky areas. Those are all areas with hot water underneath in that ground. And the first stop at Friðheimar is in an area called Reykjavík, Smoky Hill. At a warm winter day. It should be rather warm, a little bit windy in places, but not terribly cold. I have to warn you that there might be ice sheets in many places, so when you step off the boat, please be careful. And when you're walking around the areas also, please mind your step and be safe. The reason we have hot water in the ground in Iceland is because of the tectonic plates. And they are sliding apart, and when that happens, cracks appear in the middle. It makes it easy for the lava underneath to come up close to the surface, or even to the surface, and then we have volcanic activity. The rain and the meltwater also trickles into the ground from above, meets with the hot lava underneath. That's why we have hot water, and we use that water to heat our houses for washing and bathing and so on. And therefore we enjoy minimal pollution, as we do not need fossil fuels to heat our houses. So we have two fishing rivers within the city limits, salmon fishing rivers, and they both have edible fish because of the minimal pollution. Now one of these rivers is appearing here to our left hand side. And maybe you can see it also to the right, but it's kind of tricky in the darkness. No, it's cannot see to the right hand side. The mayor gets to do the first cats in June, then we can buy permits if we so desire and go fishing. In the summertime, that is only. We like to brighten the long winter nights a little bit. That's why they stay up until February. It's not just because we're lazy, it's because of the darkness. But the days are getting longer now, so everybody's looking forward to summer again. Hoping we will get a decent summer. Both summer and winter. People like to ride bikes around the lake, walk, jog, walk the dog, and in the winter time we see horses around here. People riding horses. We have stables close by. Those who own horses, they take them to the stables in the winter time. Enjoy riding them until May, then the horses are let out on the pasture again. It's actually mandatory by law to allow the horses to roam free for at least 8 weeks.
This is Reykjavík, capital of Iceland. Reykjavík city. This is, you can see the soil covered with ice, and this is the downtown area. And that's the pathway. These are the taxis lining up. That's the part of the town of the city. This is Reykjavík, capital of Iceland. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, but still dark here. And the land is almost covered with snow or ice. And this is the place. Let me give you some highlights here. It's one of the building here. And This one is like an uphill. And this is like another, I guess, hotel or another building here. I'm gonna go to the ocean. And that mountain is covered with ice. So I'm not sure what mountain is that, but it's covered with snow. And this is another. The pathway is full of ice.